contest, the watermelon eating contest, along with the Battle of the Sexes contest beginning at 7 p.m. for the adults, and we'll conclude with the short street dance. The last announcement I want to say is that this Thursday, WALB in Douglas at Atkinson Plaza, they are doing a live newscast from Atkinson Plaza in commemoration of their 60th anniversary. The crew will arrive in Douglas around 2 o'clock and start setting up, and the newscast crew should be here around, I think it's around 5:45. I'm sorry, excuse me, around 4:45 they should arrive on the scene. And they're going to have a table set up where they can do autographs and take pictures with the public, so we really want the community to come out and support them in their celebration. I know that they're going to have a news crew in town tomorrow doing several pre-interviews with different city departments and different ones at Chamber and other ones in the community, and those interviews will air during the newscast on this Thursday. So we want the community again to come out, and so we can show that Douglas, we are proud of our community and to support them in their anniversary. Those are the announcements I have.
Thank you, Ms. George.
WDTV 13. Programming is sponsored by McCrary Daniels Insurance Agency, Joe's Check Cashing,
Storage Solutions, etc., locally owned and operated and located at 1010 Bowens Mill Road, Southeast in Douglas. Crystal Sermons, LLC Legal Services, supporting your local programming, WDTV 13, with offices in Atlanta and Ocilla, Georgia. 100 Men in Black and Roscoe Allen Company. 100 Men in Black, working to bring unity to our community since 2002.
If you want your pizza fixed just right, chances are you'll go to Danny's. If you're celebrating a birthday, Holtz is probably fixing the cake you'll put the candles on. And if your wedding ring needs an adjustment, you'll find yourself at Crawford Jewelers. But if it's you who needs fixing, it should definitely happen here. Coffee Regional Medical Center in Douglas, Georgia. We fix things better here.
Curious, so are they selecting various cities? WALB I'm referring to. Are they selecting various cities to visit, or is that? Yes, and I don't know if y'all recall, they came like 10 years ago. Right. And so they're coming back, and they did. I know they've been to Sylvester, and I can't remember the other cities they've been to, but I think there's a series.
as well.
There's a series of maybe 10 that they're visiting in their viewing area. Okay. And Douglas is one of them. Thank you.
Yes. Let's go ahead, Committee Judge.
The meals thing, the meals program. When is what time will they be feeding the meals, and what are the dates?
Now that I don't have it's June the 2nd through July the 17th. It says Monday through Thursday, and I do not have a time here. I don't know if Roger.
You as a site can select a lunch or a breakfast and a lunch. The lunch is served anywhere from 11 o'clock to 1 because of all the places they visit. You're given a time, and every day that's what time you'll be served lunch. I'm not sure about breakfast.
They didn't give us a specific.
Because a lot of them, not as many with breakfast as with the lunch stuff.
I have the long version of the announcement at my office if you want me to email it to you tomorrow.
I just gonna do a thing. I just wanted to know.
Okay.
They're still looking, and we have contacted every area of the county now. I haven't heard responses from Dawn about Nichols, West Green, and Broxton, but I did talk. Princess did call me Thursday about Broxton. They're still going to do it, I know. Haven't heard from West Green for sure, or Nichols for sure. But we are adding to it and growing with it. Anybody that's interested, we've got, they're going to be serving, if I'm not mistaken, out of Gladys Coley, possibly, if we can.
Yeah, from what I understand, Mr. Goodman. Yeah.
He was at Roundtree a couple years ago, or 3 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically, Dawn has not got back with us on all the sites because Mr. Jacobs and I, along with the mayor and some other people, have been reaching out to some of these other areas, and we do not have confirmation whether or not it worked or not. Most of the sites in town are the same ones we had last year. We have ventured, if it is done, which we think it will, into the Hispanic area in South.
We got that, yeah.
South 441.
Yeah.
They are looking at a mobile situation there. So that is going to be a new area, and if we get the West Green and Nichols area, both of those will be new areas.
We'll get you a definitive site on the last meeting, so we'll have it. So
yeah, we can post it and put it in the paper and go from there. One thing I wanted to mention, the mayor reminded me of it, is we had Blitz Day last week. I believe it was last week.
May the 7th.
And as far as people registering for programs, we had about the same amount of money that was taken in for registration of programs. We had more people shopping than we did the year before last. The big programs with us are swim lessons and Camp Cool, I think's the name of it, and also the art camp that we did last year with the World of Art, or the Small World of Art. Those are the three biggest, and we had several other vendors there, but it turned out well, more than we expected signing up and paying. But there were a lot of people that just come in and got the brochures and talked to people and left. The Boys Club was there. Is that the correct name, or is it?
Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave out the girls, that's why. The Boys and Girls Club. They were there, and we talked with them, and they were able to greet some of the people. It worked out well. We're still planning on doing it again next year, because we really didn't think we were going to have as much participation as we had. One thing George had mentioned, I just want to try to bring you a general idea of where we're at. The pool opens the 27th. We are under the salt system. We are learning. The salt system is a little different than the chlorine system. Between Britt and myself and Tim, we're learning a little bit more about it here and there. But it is working. The pool, when it's running like it's supposed to, or we're doing like what we're supposed to, is beautiful. Don't look at the bottom, because we hadn't had it vacuumed like we needed yet. It seems to be working. We will have new lifeguard training on the salt system week after next, as soon as I get home from college. It will be new for every one of those, and 4 or 5 out of 8 of our 3-year returning guards. But this will be their first year under the saltwater system. Any questions? Okay. If I don't know it, I'll write it down.
Athletic programs all go when athletic programs are all.
They're doing fine. We've just about caught up with all our rainouts. At the end of the season, in most of our programs, dealing with baseball and softball, we have an end of the season tournament. And the way things have changed over the years, there are more people interested in the end of the season tournament than they are the season. But we're just about caught up with rainouts. Mentioning that, we did have a few teams that played travel ball that did not participate with us, and that's fine, because it allows us at some point, sooner or later, to get back to the recreation part of our job. And that's kind of where we're headed, it looks like. But thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ron.
Roger.
Question?
You mentioned the swimming lessons. They already occurred?
The sign up for swim lessons there are some that are still open. Barbara is not doing an advanced class this year, basically because she's just had hip surgery 2 weeks ago. The only lessons that are left, is like it normally is after Blitz Day, are the ones in July, because everybody that comes wants the first 2 sessions, so that their kids have been to swimming lessons before they go on vacation. We did have a few we had to turn away because they were not tall enough to stand in the shallow end and be able to breathe. and it's just not a good situation if they can't stand up and be above the water level. But if you're still interested, you can call or come by and we'll see what we got left and go from there.
All right. Okay, thank you, Rod. Any other staff this time? Okay. We'll for general comments from the audience. Anybody in the audience needs to make a comment, please feel free to go to the microphone as normal and state your name. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to our next item, and that's our comments from our commissioners and myself, and we'll begin with Commissioner Pearson.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a question I'd like to ask first of all, and I'm not sure of the correct House bill number pertaining to, you know, the issue about firearms and meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
Has there been, because I missed the last meeting we had, but I don't know if you all have given any updates as to what's going on with that. And if you don't want to talk about it right now on the TV, then you can update me later, but I was just wondering if I had missed something.
No, you have, no, we haven't.
We did not discuss it last meeting.
But we as staff have met in regards with the city attorney, and we were going to be suggesting some recommendations of how we feel that we can meet the new state law in regards to a firearm issue as far as public places and in regards to that. And there may be some churches that we would give some insight to of what we think that might, some suggestions of how they need to address it. Some churches are already address it in regards to that and doing some educational pieces as well. So
okay, good. I was wondering if there was any feedback from any churches or if they even all of them were aware. But thank you for that information. The only other thing I have, Mayor, is I'd just like to say I hope everyone had a very happy Mother's Day, and to just realize and understand how important that duty of motherhood really is. And I know if you don't have children, you've still been important or involved in somebody else's child's life some kind of way. So I just like to say, hope that everyone had a very happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner?
No, everything.
Mayor Pro Tem? Mr. Hutchins?
Yes, I'd just like to reiterate what Ms. Georgia was talking about, the summer meals program, and I'd like to realize the public to just get involved during the summer. They're offering free meals, and I'm asking you to find the sites that's in your area, and at least let them know how many kids you got. Bring your kids out so that they'll have an opportunity to participate in the program, so that we can keep the program going. I also I saw where we were supposed to recognize the track team. I was in Carrollton with them over the weekend, and Douglas represented very well. Douglas won several events, and they did a good job, and I just wanted to just say kudos to them. I'm very proud of them. I was there to watch them go on the stands and do things, so I just wanted to say that.
I think the coach could not had a conflict tonight. Is that what? So we're going to recognize them.
Some of the kids are playing
in baseball. So we'll make an effort to get those guys here because we want to definitely recognize them for their accomplishments as we do all our city participants. Again, thank you, Commissioner Hudson. Appreciate it. Commissioner Moore.
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Swain.
Just a question for you, Mike. How is the CNG facility coming along? Everything was scheduled?
Yes, sir. We had a little issue with groundwater seepage that we have agreed to handle with some drain fill. But yes, they're actually, in my opinion, ahead of schedule because if you haven't been by there, you need to go by. They have moved a lot of dirt, have storm drain pipe installed. We're just waiting for them to tell us when we need to come in and do our part for our sewer line, water line, the gas line. But it seems to be a little bit ahead of schedule. Ron was out of town last week, so his dad, Mr. Charles, is actually running things, and he politely told me as soon as Ron gets back, he was going back and do what he does and let Ron have it. So went by and talked with him. But we did have a little groundwater issue with the rains we had over the winter, but Jacob and Mr. Charles and I discussed it, and we did, and Mr. Jacobs, and we decided we'd go ahead and put some drain fill in and eliminate that issue.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. That's all. Okay. Okay, just a couple of comments that I have. Question, ma'am. Yes.
You go, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I know I'm getting too old to not write down what I need to say or want to say, so I apologize.
That's okay.
But I want to clarify something. I said the importance of the role of motherhood. I'm sorry, not leaving out the importance of the role of fatherhood as well. So I want to clarify.
We'll get our time next month. It's okay. We'll get it.
And the other thing is that we're